My Corona. Hello. We are here today to talk about how to properly set up a tube condenser microphone without blowing it up, without breaking the tubes. And as you know, tube condenser microphones like this gorgeous Neumann U67 they all come with their own proprietary power supply. Right there. Just quickly, I'll show you the other side of that as well. So, that's what separates a tube microphone, tube condenser, from normal condenser microphones, which would be called FET, or transistor types. Normal FET transistor types just get plugged with an audio XLR connector here straight into the mic input panel. But that's not the way it's done with a tube condenser. A tube condenser has its own proprietary power supply, which you just saw. By the way, what that box does is it provides the phantom power to the microphone. It's not phantom power exactly because it's not 48 volts DC, the way you all would normally do to a regular transistor type mic. It's proprietary power. It's different voltage. Since all tube mics have proprietary power supplies, they come with cables that are proprietary to the mic and its power supply. So you can see that's a multi-pin cable, multi-pin connector. And so the way you avoid harming the microphone is you make the connection with the multi-pin proprietary cable. Sorry, but I'm going to do this right. Taking a little extra time. There you go. Make sure I seat it properly before I screw it on. So you make that connection, and you make the other end of that connection here at the power supply. And I'm not going to go ahead and disconnect that now and reconnect it, but you need to make both of those connections before any power is applied. So the best way to do that is to make sure that you plug this in last. Some people might say, well, Andy, isn't it okay if I plug this into the wall, but I just make sure that the power supply is turned off when I make the multi-pin connection here and here? Well, the problem with that is that indicators like light bulbs, especially on vintage power supplies, will lie. The bulbs burn out, and then you're really not sure about the status of it being on or off. So when you're dealing with thousands of dollars of tubes that you don't want to destroy and a job that you don't want to lose, just do this. Make the multi-pin connection between the power supply and the mic first, and then plug in the power supply. Now, I don't have to do it this way, but I'll choose to make one more connection. This is the XLR connection. And of course, there's no power on this XLR cable. So, not nearly as worried, but I still have not turned on the power supply. I'm going to go ahead and plug the audio connector that's coming out of the power supply here into the mic input panel here. Now I'm all done. I've made all my connections. And having done that, it would be safe to power on the power supply, start letting the tubes warm up, and use my Neumann U67.